Whoa! Whoa, blow me down. Where's me olive oil? There's my Popeye impression for you, Eric. Welcome back to the show. Next week, going to talk about WWE, more of the WrestleMania Report, TNA, Last of the Destination X, Ring of Honor. The big week that the Indies is about to have. It's going to be a freaking huge week. Japan, NWA, if anything is necessary. I did get a message this week from Jared, and it was talking about Maria and Santino from about 2 weeks ago. He says, I agree also about Maria and Santino. It was stupid how he allows her now when he should be going on where if she does go to Playboy, they're done, and he keeps getting her beat up or so. Well, Jared, I sort of agree with that, but I sort of don't agree with that as well. I don't think him having other women beating her up would have done that well. I think maybe if he saw somebody else, maybe that would have done it. Who knows? Okay, 3 quick things. First of all, King of Trios 2008 starts tonight in Philly at the ECW Arena. Now, I will be at the show on Sunday. I will be wearing my Colony t-shirt and also have a green cap on. If you see me during the show at any time, please don't be afraid. Come up, say hello. I'll talk with you, talk whatever you want to talk about, as long as it's clean. You know, Chikara is a clean family promotion, so I do want to do that. Now, as far as my prediction goes for King of Trios, last year I did get that one right. I said that Mike Quackenbush, Shane Storm, and Jigsaw were going to win King of Trios, and they did. Now, this year is a little bit more difficult than last year because you have about 12 more extra teams. But, you know, my first pick when I thought about this, I really wanted Demolition and One Man Gang to win. I thought that would be the most awesome thing if they would win. But then I thought about it and I realized there's no way these guys are going to win. As much as I love Demolition, they're not going to win. So my pick for King of Trios 2008 is Blackout. I think Kingston, Ruckus, and Joker are going to get the job done. I think they're going to win King of Trios 2008. If I had a second pick, I think I'd go with Fist. Fist came really close last year to winning it. And who knows? Maybe they'll get all the way to the end this year and win it. Now, so as all of you know by now, registration for Wrestling Man's Wrestling Show Hall of Fame voting committee ends tonight at midnight Eastern Standard Time. If you have signed up, or if you are about to sign up, you will get the ballot sometime this weekend, most likely tomorrow. Now, I will also put this in the email. You have until Easter Sunday, that's March the 23rd, to vote for who you want in the Hall of Fame. And you'll get a question in there, and it's just, do you want a new category to be put in? If you do, put in the category that you would like. Now, I was taking a look at the results from last year's Hall of Fame voting. And I'll give you my personal thought on who I think are serious candidates in each category to get in the Hall of Fame this year. With the men, I think the wrestlers who got 2 votes last year, those were Shawn Michaels, Roddy Piper, Kaiji Muto, Undertaker, Andre the Giant, and Ricky Steamboat, are your most serious threats to getting in this year. But also, you got to think about the guys who also had 1 vote. Jerry Lawler, Terry Funk, Jushin Liger, Kurt Angle, Freddie Blassie, Eddie Guerrero, Mitsuharu Misawa, Dynamite Kid, Kurt Hennig, David Von Erich, Rick Martel, Jake Roberts, Chris Jericho, Triple H, Dusty Rhodes. Those guys are serious threats. But, I'm wondering with Chris Benoit's death, will people vote Benoit into the Hall of Fame? Harley Race, I think, is going to get a couple of votes. This is going to be interesting. Last year, it was sort of a lock in my mind who the people were going to vote as the 5 to get in the first class. I think the second class is going to be a little bit more interesting. The women's division, I think that one's going to be the closest race because there will be 5 extra votes that go to 3 different women. Now, Trish Stratus got in with 5 votes. Sherry Martel and Fabulous Moolah each had 2. Luna Vachon had 1. Those are, I think, the 3 most serious threats. Well, not threats, but the 3 serious candidates to get into the Hall of Fame. And I think that the 5 people who voted for Stratus, along with the new candidates, are going to be the ones that ultimately decide who gets in the women's category. Tag teams, the Rockers fell 1 vote short of getting in. The Freebirds, the Outlaws, and Demolition had 2 votes. I think those are your serious candidates. Although the Rock and Roll Express are in there, don't forget. And then your non-wrestling personalities. I don't know. I really don't know on that one. I think it's going to be. I think the women's division of the ballot and the non-wrestling personalities are going to be the 2 most interesting as far as voting goes. And remember, the Hall of Fame ceremony is Friday, March the 28th, so you don't want to miss that. Now, before I go, I want to show you something. Yeah, this may be the Intercontinental title, but it's not the Intercontinental title that you know. This is the Wrestling Man's Wrestling Show Intercontinental Heavyweight title. You see, Wiggly has the Trapdoor Heavyweight title, and I figured he can't be the only host that has a title. And you see, unlike Wiggly, I'm willing to put this belt on the line 24/7, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. All you got to do, if you want to get this, you got to have a referee with you, and you better have good protection. Because if you try to steal this belt from me, I'm going to get that belt back one way or another. So Wiggly, Wigglycito, Joe Negron, Chiz, all of you that's watching, if you want this, come and get it. So until then, for those that will be at night 3 of King of Trios on Sunday, I will see you on Sunday. And for those that won't, I'll see you next week right here on Wrestling Man's Wrestling Show.